That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul? General Ketheric's advisor went off on a field trip. Zarel's in charge till he gets back.
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Well then, let's not keep her waiting.
Many voices, many eyes.
I itched to draw my weapon and gut every last one of these cultists.
You're keen. Just don't get carried away. Some of those guts might be of use to us unspilled, at least for a while.
Serve.
A mere shadow of a creature, yet it hears the Absolute's voice.
There is only the Absolute.
Plenty of supplies if you're running low, true soul.
We are favored. We are blessed. The blessed will conquer all.
In her name.
There can be no doubt. This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you. Through the main doors. Welcome, true soul. The disciple will have work for you, I expect. So much to be done.
I never learned the words.
Yes, you did.
Bunch of the others were rounded up in the main hall a while ago. They ain't come back.
Wouldn't head into the main hall if I were you. Zarel and Ketheric are working on some poor worm.
Heard a rumour some do-gooder stopped a horde of absolutists from getting their hands on a load of druids in some grove. Whoever it was, better pray the general doesn't smoke 'em out. Be a bloodbath, so it would.
Close to her tower. I never thought I'd make it.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer. To think the Absolute graces such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
The Absolute herself called us here. They cannot stop us from seeing Zarel now. Where do you hail from?
Back of the line. I'll be the first of us to swear to the general.
Not all of us survived the shadows to stand here. My wife, my sons, they were unworthy.
You're one of her blessed, aren't you? To hear her voice, I cannot imagine.
Ah, a new face come to bask in the light of the Absolute. How can I be of service, true soul? Of course. Just before some godless lunatic purged the place of every innocent soul, A pity neither of us saw what happened. They were a little more frothing at the mouth than faithful, true enough. Here, though, look around. All manner of beasties united against the enemies of the Absolute. Quite a god to bring them all together, and quite a fool who draw their ire. Hmm? More concerned that your business might be bad for my business. So don't go kicking the hive while there's still some honey to be had. An honor, true soul. These are our allies, Erna. We'll handle the
You'd find better lodgings out in the war camp, True Soul. I know we're all one under the Absolute, but you do not want to bunk with an ogre.
Don't mind Mig and her meat sounds. It's just her brain slopping around in her skull.
Hush! Meat sounds above. Here.
For a moment, you do hear it. Flesh sliding on stone, like a living being extending through the walls.
Big! In walls above! Maybe whole tower. Loudest near kitchen. But Mig banned. Not allowed to pet gnolls. You find meat? You share.
These are the stalking grounds of Steelclaw, furless one. Tread lightly. Fortunately for you, the slithering vermin I hunt has my attention. For now. Do not push your own cowardice upon me. I braved lapping waters and leaking ships to find this prey. I butchered many, and will butcher many more. But this one I toy with. I slice, I tear, and when the time is right, I will bite its head off and bathe in its innards! You simply do not understand the hunt. True joy is the feel of screaming flesh beneath your fangs. Now I must return to my prey. It has been too long since it felt the bite of fear.
A moment, True Soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. I have. It is one thing to hear her voice. Quite another to feel the power she can grant. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. would you like him to do? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
They battle silently for a long moment, the gnoll's heart drumming with strain. Then all at once, his heart stops.
Oh, Barnabas. I'm so sorry, me darling. Oh, he isn't the first to die. Her love is simply too much for some. I hope you will fare better when your time comes. Please, Thrall, and you will be called to ascend to the tower top. Many have gone before you, though not all have returned. The Absolute is giving you a second chance, love.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Well, Flo didn't tell a lie. She said you'd find me, and here you are. Karlach, isn't it?
Now there's a name I'd hope never to hear again. What was Flo doing here?
Didn't think to quiz her about her business. She came dressed as a novice. Gave me 3 soul coins. Said I could sell them if I wanted. But if I kept them for your friend, she'd consider it a favor owed.
Soul coins, huh? Those could come in handy. Cambion, but you're right. Then again, they could really come in handy.
Sure. But she did have a condition. For every coin you take, you've got to hear the story of the soul trapped inside.
There you have it. Flo came all this way just to try to make me feel like shit. Clever use of her time. Memorized a bunch of sad stories on her behalf, did you?
Didn't need to. Your Flo did some devil woo-woo and stuck 'em in my head. Couldn't forget now if I wanted to. Do you want the coins or not? First coin's got the soul of a woman named Mavery. She was born to a cruel mother and a violent father and 3 evil brothers, all named Baldur. She never knew a day of love in all her life. When she was a girl of 15, she sold her soul to Tiamat in exchange for someone who would love her unconditionally. She got what she asked for. A fellow named Clint, destined to be her soulmate. Struck by a cart and died a few moments after clapping eyes on our Mavery. Poor guy. The scud of her soul is yours now.
Thanks, I guess.
Sure you will. This one has got the soul of a man named Frakes. lived in a village near Neverwinter, hit hard by the worst hunger in 1,000 years. Frakes called out for help, prayed for his children to have meat to eat. Zariel answered, made old Frakes grow flesh upon flesh after flesh. His wee ones had all the meat they could stomach.
He should have known. Better to die 1,000 deaths than let Zariel into your life.
Karlach's the one set to consume his soul, I hear. Last one's got the soul of a little boy named Ungir. 8 years old. He liked playing in the sun with his friends. That's all I know.
That's all?
That's all. Oh, and this slip of scratch.
Well, thanks, Flo. Hearing a bunch of desperate horror has ruined my day, which I suppose was the point.
You got 3 soul coins out of the bargain, didn't you? I'd quit whinging if I were you. I did my part. That means our business is done. Unless you've got actual gold to hand. Better hope you can handle what I've got.
To stand this close to our power. I never thought I'd make it.
I saw it, Trousseau. The army. They're nearly ready. It's nearly time. I'm trained as an assassin, House Hekar. Perhaps I can serve as a scout or special operations. When the call comes, I'll be ready. We march to Baldur's Gate. Us? We are so many, and we are marching to Baldur's Gate as soon as the Absolute gives word. I've never been to battle. I've never been to war. But I feel so calm, ready.
The Absolute calls us all to her design.
Welcome back, true soul. Zariel is holding an audience with the General, deciding the fate of those who have failed the Absolute.
I will not be slandered! General, you saw my reports. You know it's not my fault.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
If I had been given drow warriors instead of goblin trash!
Oi! What?
You scrag!
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
Let me make sure I understand this. You're claiming that General Thorm gave you the wrong soldiers?
Yes. No!
You blame the Absolute's chosen for your failure.
Of course it is not the General's fault.
Whose then?
The goblins. They failed me. They failed us all.
You lying little! And what would you do to those that have failed you?
They are put to death, obviously.
True. Ultimate failure must earn ultimate punishment. Night Warden Minthara, your crime is incompetence, and your sentence is death.
No!
Make her passing slow, Disciple Zarel. Be creative. Take her below.
No! Please! Mercy! Please!
Bye-bye, princess.
Kill the goblins, too.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. They are yours. You can release them, kill them, or feed them to each other for all I care. Just deal with them. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do anything drastic, are ya? We've been nothing but loyal.
Oh, God! Please.
The seat of the Absolute's power, occupied by a general that cannot be killed. But his followers are flesh and blood. We must learn more.
An honor, true soul.
You'll find traders in the entrance hall. Absolute draws coin as well as pilgrims, eh?
Don't try giving orders, true soul. Everyone here answers directly to Zarel.
Good luck, true soul. The disciple demands much of those who serve her.
She sees everything we are. Do you understand? There is no hiding from her.
Araj Oblodra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. I trade in blood and the potions that can be wrung from it. I'm more than happy to make you one, if you'd honor me with your blood. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. Research, naturally. A little experimentation, perhaps. I have an innate curiosity for all things sanguine. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry, you want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge? How very disappointing. Welcome back, true soul. Come back anytime. Just a pinch of...
No feuding under this roof, true soul. We're all one under the Absolute. More's the pity.
You're not the first to brave the dark for the Absolute. The war camps are full to bursting.
General Thorm's prayers and preparations must not be disturbed. The rooftop is off limits to everyone.
Even you, Disciples Rel?
Everyone. Keep watch and ensure that nobody passes. Excellent timing, true soul. The goblins. Tell me how they suffered. No, better yet, show me.
Her mind enters yours abruptly, flickering across your memories in a blaze of excitement. A pool of warmth spreads through your mind as she settles on the memory of you commanding the goblins to die.
Oh, I like you. That was inventive and efficient. Your confidence is delicious. I can see why the Absolute might be hungry to dig deeper into that mind of yours. I certainly am.
She parts the folds of your mind again, touching your wants and hopes, tasting them. Every emotion soaks into her mind's palette. But there is purpose to her exploration. She is searching for proof of your faith. There is a tremor of shared ecstasy as she finds a mirror to her own desire.
Perfect. You crave what all true souls should, to be touched by the Absolute. I have already been blessed to stand in her presence. It was bliss. She gave me everything I wanted. To take without asking, to feel without doubting, and to kill without consequence. In a word, freedom. I choose to serve, and I'm glad to. Your words are dangerously close to heresy, true soul. As you should be. And you have an opportunity to impress General Thorm. I have a mission for you. There is a relic that General Thorm requires. He sent his most trusted advisor, Disciple Balthazar, to retrieve it. The relic is beneath the Thorm family mausoleum. That is where you will find Balthazar. But we have lost contact with him. Go there, aid Balthazar if you can, and bring the relic home. It is something that General Thorm desires, and that he has ordered us to retrieve. That is all you need to know. And I accompanied him. It was destroyed shortly after he left Moonrise. Hardly a surprise. We're protected here, but outside the shadows are hungry. Death would not silence Balthazar for long. But dead or alive, he is lost. Whatever has become of him, it is the relic that matters. The shadows around the mausoleum are deep and hungry. You'll need a moon lantern to survive them. Take one from Balthazar's chambers. But don't pry. The last person who snooped into his secrets lost their head. I believe he uses it as a chamber pot.
Don't get too close to the prisoners. They're desperate enough to try anything.
All's well here. The cargo from below has already been taken to the docks.
Enjoy the view. This feels like it'd stretch all the way to the Sea of Swords on a clear day. If this place ever gets a clear day.
I'm afraid you missed the ship, True Soul. But there'll be another along soon enough. We're already stacking the cargo. Nothing of note. Just supplies for the battle ahead. I've already checked it twice over.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Right you are, I suppose. Check away.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Let's turn someone inside out. Outmaneuver them.
Let's go. I'm going to enjoy this.
Swift and lethal.
Need to stay focused.
Go for the throat.
Fuck yes. Incoming.
In my best interest. My path be true.
Talk to me. Have to keep going.
Coming through.
These boots have seen everything.
Let's have some carnage. A better position.
Bye forever, pal. No surrender.
I am fury. I am death.
Got to concentrate. On my way.
Let's have some fun. On my way.
Now this is my happy place.
I will ascend.
Can't give up.
No traps, please.
wave of sick familiarity radiates from one barrel amidst the cargo. Tadpoles, sleeping and scarcely aware, but echoing yours 100-fold.
Look at them all. Enough to infect an entire army.
The winged serpent of the Zentarim. It seems their pursuit of profit extends even here. A pattern of blank minds, newly born. They carry only a bare shred of memory, inherited from something older. A sleep of centuries. The birth and destruction of a settlement above forming only background noise to the dream, until something descended down into the darkness, and the dreamer awoke.
It's not too late to stop the cult from using these things. Now's our chance to change them or fry them.
The vat is still, placid. Thousands of tadpoles happily awaiting their hosts.
And away I go.
A parasite, brimming with magic. Take it.
Welcome rest.
Well, hello.
No one stopped me yet.
You ought to be kinder, you know, to the...
Be a dear and strike me deaf. Our guests are especially sobby today.
Queen of spiders.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
The strength to destroy my foes.
It is no god.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed for the cells.
Watch this. What's it gonna take?
I will ascend.
Where do I go from here?
You dared scar my mind. I will gut you. I expected to be greeted as a hero. But the wretches imprisoned me and tried to tear my mind apart. I didn't think anyone would come for me. Erasing my thoughts and my will. Even I could not have endured for much longer. Agreed. I will pretend the interrogators finished their work and feign obedience. They will think me a thrall. Make haste. I fear that insidious voice will return if I linger here.
Perhaps our prisoners can be your bearers. Fine view from Gnomeback, I expect.
You've been caught breaking the rules. You have a horrible feeling the next thing broken might be your skull.
With finesse.
Time to push my luck again.
I am fury. I am death. Hitazith. Taking position.
Gods, it's hot in here. Close ranks.
No holding back. Fleet of foot.
Got to focus. Got to press on.
Keep them guessing.
Nothing will stand in my way. Best be on my way.
Time to strike. On the move.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Down the hatch.
We must leave. Now. Lead the way. What is it? What's wrong?
Many days, many voices.
hurt someone.
Minthara is supposed to be in a cell. You have some explaining to do. The guard is happy to let you pass. Minthara is rather less happy about your choice of words.
We must leave quickly. I cannot hold my fury for long.
Halt!
Deal with them, or I will.
We heard she'd been escorted from her cell. Not that she could leave the tower.
The General ordered that she be repurposed, not freed.
Creatures like her don't understand the concept of loyalty. Keep her on a tight leash.
I last left Moonrise as a commander in the Absolute's army, obeying the voice of a god. I thought I had found a home and a purpose.
Now I leave as an exile. But you risked your life to rescue me. For that, I am grateful.
The artifact connects with her, pulling your minds together and showing her all that you have seen. The prism, your dream visitor, the protection that keeps you from obeying the Absolute and becoming a Lithid. She knows it all in a moment. Her mind reels, but is no longer clouded. She accepts the truth. She has no choice.
There is much we must discuss. Do you have a safe place to camp nearby? Goodbye for now. I will see you soon.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer.
Friends, right?
To think the absolute graces such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design.
Did you request this post too? I'm glad I got the Warden and not Zarel. Don't get chatty with the prisoners, mind you. The Warden won't like that.
Eager for battle. You're being arrested for assault. Judging by the look on this guard's face, you're getting off lightly.
Hop, hop! Need to learn the hard way.
Time to strike.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Let me guess. The Absolute is the only way. Don't bother. Why don't you and Zevlor take a long walk off a short cliff?
Cultists ambushed us in the darkness, and Zevlor, well, he surrendered. The others got away, but we...
Ended up here. While Zev has all but vanished. Bet he was with the pricks from the start.
We don't know that for sure.
If you're not at the Absolute Spec and Core, why are you here?
Gnomes next door are up to something. They've been whispering like mad.
Whatever it is, we're in. Don't leave us in here.
Roland better be all right.
It's Roland. He's probably holed up somewhere, planning to burst in, spells ablaze, and rescue us.
I bloody hope not. If he saves us, I'll never hear the end of it.
Nimble. Check for gaps, cracks, anything to leverage the rock. Nickels, tools. Get creative. This rock is basalt. It'll crack with enough pressure. Ah! Don't mind us, true soul. The back wall is weak. We're working to brace it. I wouldn't be so foolish as to think I could escape the Absolute. The Warden has eyes everywhere. And ears. Huh. And why would you be so inclined? The Absolute thinks she's got you by the scruff of the neck. But it's the other way around, isn't it? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilburn. We've got a plan. For us and the tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdor, make sure a guard doesn't see you, or we're both done for.
I'll get us out of here, Cal. Even if I need to kill every bastard in this hellscape.
That is the plan, Nichols.
And I'll be right alongside you if it comes to that.
We
Below.
won't let them win.
Down.
Not now.
Down.
Not ever.
Breathe.
I've got you.
Unless this evil can get us out of here, I don't want to hear about it.
Being arrested for assault. Judging by the look on this guard's face, you're getting off lightly.
Time to move.
Ready for another round? Cry about it.
Nothing important is ever easy. Light on my feet.
Victory awaits. You bow or you break.
Can't afford to let up.
This is my time.
It's only a matter of time till we're served up to the necromancer on a platter.
We'll get you to Baldur's Gate, sir. I swear it.
Straight. Without me, everything will be
You spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland. Whatever your business, a warning. None may speak to the prisoners. Disciple Balthazar was most clear. Indeed. But all are kept out of reach and under constant surveillance in the office above. Prison security is my highest priority.
Your mind swirls with information about the prison. The small levers behind the warden's desk open every cell, while the larger one triggers the alarm. And interesting items confiscated from prisoners lie above the warden's office, just up the ladder.
If you are going to stare, kindly do it elsewhere. As I said, you are free to roam where you wish, but do not speak to the prisoners. Then you'll get your own cell. Disciple Balthazar has plans for them. And were I you, I would not get in the way. He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dregs are the only ones left in my care. Anyone who refutes the Absolute is an enemy of mine, true soul. You would do well to remember that. Is that so? If you are above the General's chief advisor, you must be most impressive. I'm sure you do. Alas, I am not quite convinced. Perhaps a small donation would help? Pity. I was about to grant you an exception. Move along, true soul. Have a pleasant day.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed for the cells.
Can't even catch my breath.
Victory awaits.
The pride of the gate.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. I'm done. I can't wait to sleep.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
Over here.
Swift and lethal.
This is gonna feel good. Still on my feet. On my way.
On the victor's path.
I will.
Don't touch me. A crooked touch.
I've got a long road ahead. Here we go.
Simple.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Your feet fly fast, my friend. Any luck with those tools? Blessed Gerdul, I thought I'd never see it again. Thank you. The plan is to wait for a quiet moment, then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us. We'll move once it's quiet. Until then, be ready.
Something over there.
This is it.
You know what doesn't help when you're frantically trying to untie a boat? Being bothered.
Indolence breeds madness.
Boat's good to go. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea. Safe? That's no small claim in these parts. Lead the damn way.
You drift through the dark until time, skill, or luck brings you to Last Light's dock.
Hold there! You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it! No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jaheira's orders. You did, but your friends did not. Anyone could be infected, so we're checking all new faces. No exceptions. Here, form a line. Let's see if the Absolute's little pet recognizes any of you.
The Absolute's what? What are you doing?
If what you've said is true, no one has anything to fear. If not, well, we'll soon find out. Now, form a line. I'll not ask again. That's it. This won't take long.
Let's get going.
Shadows on the outside, traitors on the inside. Best steer clear of them flaming fists. All right.
That might be worth a look.
You were the one who took down Marcus, yeah? Nasty work.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Gruesome, isn't it? I'm glad you survived the encounter, at least. Did you learn anything more? Chosen? Oh, that's 3 masters Ketheric has served. Our paladin isn't very picky. He's aligned himself with mind flayers. But I cannot see what he gains. Perhaps we can force it out of him once we have him up against a wall. Was there anything else?
We'll figure this out, all right?
Why does everything go wrong?